Hi, this is Hannah, and I've been visiting my family in California, and it's been a little hard to get myself motivated to draw. So I want to talk about being in a rut. Usually, I have a lot of solo time back in Korea. I just sort of spend time with me and my cat for long stretches of time. But right now, I'm with my family, and I don't really feel like drawing, and it's nice. But I also feel kind of like itching that these ideas are still kind of bothering me, or that I would feel better if I drew. So to loosen up out of my usual drawing routine, I decided to draw flowers 3 different ways. Of course, I had an incredibly difficult time making a choice. I eventually chose 2 bouquets. I am satisfied with how this bouquet came out. Let me show you the supplies. I decided just plain paper that I always use, these little Canson watercolor postcards, and a ballpoint pen. So the first way is fast and loose. I had a teacher who really talked about this in art school, but it's basically just you relax, you don't worry about perfection, you go for general shapes and movement, and things outside the line is totally okay. You just kind of go fast and loose, and even maybe going crazy is all right. But then you might kind of start focusing in on some areas to kind of tighten up or to make more clear. I personally just like doing a few focal points or main areas where you want to maybe make things more refined. I think if you basically refine everything to the same degree, it just seems a little bit less interesting. That's just my own point of view. So I'll be leaving some of it kind of not finished, basically. So I'll just refine a few flowers and maybe the bit of the outline of the vase, and the rest will stay kind of messy. The second way is using negative space. So first I went kind of fast and loose. Now I want to slow down a bit, but I also want to try to look at things a little bit differently. So basically when we talk about art, we talk about positive space and negative space. So positive space is the space an object takes up. The cup itself, or the flowers and stems and vase itself, are the positive space. The negative space is the area surrounding the leaf or flowers or vase. It's basically the empty space. So this really helps a lot with figure drawing because we can kind of get stuck in how we think things are supposed to be. But if you look at the outline of something, it can help you see it differently. It's just fun, and it's a way to slow down and to practice looking. Third way. So no rough sketch and no erasing. So this way of drawing is about precision. You want to make every line beautiful, but at the same time, you aren't supposed to get hung up or bothered if you got it wrong. No one else is seeing the same flower you're seeing. So if you maybe made this petal a little larger, then that's fine. If it's really out of proportion and you don't like it, then just put a line down for the new line, and it might just have an extra line, and that's okay. So I'm just going to choose one of the roses and go from here. Sometimes proportions can get a little weird when you do this because you haven't sketched it out, and you might make a lot of mistakes. But even so, it can still turn out great, and I think it really helps you train your eye and hand. And then it also kind of reminds you that devotion to the exact reference is not essential. Nobody else is seeing it. You just need to make it work with your drawing. I don't know why, but my camera stopped recording in the middle of this drawing, but the stems are really more of the same as the flowers. I actually got more impatient on this part anyway. I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. So here are all my 3 sketches together with the flowers. I think they're okay. It was a fun exercise, but I am thinking of maybe adding some paint for fun, just if I have time. So let's see. So basically, I did not have time. I ended up spending a fair amount of time filming this, and I painted one of them the same day. So now I'm back in Korea, and for the sake of this video and for the sake of experimentation, I decided to finish up what I sort of had in mind for these sketches. So I just did some really loose paint on the first one for the flower area, but I really hated the vase. I really messed up the vase. It was very lopsided, so I just painted over it and went with a flat graphic gouache paint. For the negative space, I really love the flatness of these, so I just painted flat graphic patterns. So this sort of like cutouts almost of paper. And lastly, I frankly kind of liked just drawing the way it was. I really didn't want to do anything to it, but I decided it is an experiment, so I just added some things, and I think it's okay. So today I have a digital product for free. The link is in the description. It's on my website, and it explains these 3 ways of sketching in detail with some of my examples and steps. So please check out the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye!